What is happening, everybody? John here. Mask The Slump God, Sin City The Mixtape. We haven't heard from him in 3 years. I'm excited to check this one out. As always, uncut on the Patreon. Link in description. Let's go. Very muddy mix, but I feel like that's deliberate, kind of going for a grungy thing so far.
7 minutes in heaven with my accountant. Talking about me kissing bands all by the mountain. It's the job without everything you have won. We love them, but just because my heart is a golden gun.
For starters, I love the production, man. I really love the production. Weird, industrial, kind of off-putting in a way that's always going to appeal to me. And you forget, I haven't heard this guy for a while. Obviously, he's been away for, 3 years. When I first heard Ski Mask, back when it started on Rock Reacts, it was about this time where he just felt like this fresh creative artist, and maybe he hadn't quite had his real hit that was going to stand out yet, and maybe it doesn't even exist on this record. I just love that creative flow, that different energy, the different musicianship that he brings to a record, and straight away it's just reminded me of that energy that I had back then.
That said, humanity been dead. They treat us like we mechanical pencils with misled. And fuck fans.
Humanity's dead. They treat us like mechanical pencils that's misled. Alright, there's bars in there. He's always had those sneaky bars in there, and the flow's so energetic and effervescent.
Shout out to Kurt Cobain.
Okay. Just shout out to Kurt Cobain. I was talking about the grungy production earlier. It makes me feel like it definitely is deliberate.
Like I'm Puss in Boots, I'm always with the switchblade. And like I'm Dr. Seuss, I'm staying with them damn things. Hey, I'm in that water, caught the scurvy, need a tangerine. I'm in the cut, I did them dirty, need a band-aid. That's why they follow us.
But he's super loud and really, really angry in his delivery there. So it makes you wake up and pay attention. This is a muddy mix thing. It's called a mixtape. It reminds me of something that you would have heard from the 90s that had been put together almost in a bedroom, man. I don't mind that. I don't mind the muddy production because it's almost like it's trying to create an aesthetic.
My flow infectious, can almost hear the pulse, This ain't the Matrix, bitch, I think I'm in the Nexus. She thought it was from Houston, cause everything is bigger in Texas. They on my wild like, nah, I'm a blessed child. They criticize, cause I'm toxic, yes, I'm human bile. They pull up AEIOU like a human file. Hate the fact that I am absorbent, I'm a human towel.
Interesting track. Dark and menacing and weird in the mix, how loud he was when he was going super aggressive. I mean, I assume a lot of this music is going to sound better in a live environment, but I just like the weirdness so far as music becomes so formulaic at the moment. Somebody trying something to sound a little bit different, and also just that kind of flashback to the excitement that I felt when I did start reacting to music and discovering all these artists that people my age would never really come across unless they were deliberately seeking it out or being recommended by you guys. And when it came from XXXTentacion, onto Ski Mask, onto a Denzel Curry, other artists, admittedly all from a similar area. Wow, there's this fascinating wave coming through in music at the moment. Fast forward 3 and a bit years, I don't really feel that right now, but music has enough creative people in it always that there'll always be a new wave. There's always going to be something else that's interesting to attach yourself to.
Admit it. I flood my wrist with rocks, my very own obelisk. Looking like Medora, how this Prada jacket fit. Hope opposition stay in line like compositions. We make them disappear like damn dark magicians. They always acting, what the fuck, this ain't auditions. Okay, we getting paid, big TikToks like Flavor Flav.
We getting paid, big TikToks like Flavor Flav. Smart line. Little smart lines appearing all the way through this, and I'm just thinking, how's this going to sound in a mosh pit situation? I think it's going to go off, man. I definitely think it's going to go off, and it feels like it's designed for that.
Admit it. I'm something like them indigenous to something like them amphibians. Admit it.
Just like a ball of pure energy, this record so far. Feels like I've just gone backwards in time 3 years ago to when I was much more excited about the next generation of music that was coming through.
Oh my god, 1, 2,
Ronnie.
3.
He gon' need a first aid kit, ain't doing the waiting. This ass whooping is free, just like the Masons. Giant what I am, attack on Titan. A beast in your reality, something like liking. With the non-rappers army, and then it's fuck the economy. Cause it texting them properly. It said I pay with the paper, it said I do origami. It said, okay, wipe your nose, we cold, what we fall. Put that on my phone. All of my opponents get disintegrated from the head to the flow like a rubber band. We show resistance, set up pissing on them. These niggas my bed pun.
There are so many bars in this track, by the way. I don't want to pause it every 2 seconds and pick that one out, pick that one out, pick that one. The Daniel San bar, the Pinocchio nose bar, rubber band bar. So many in there. Just want to acknowledge that you're acknowledging that I'm acknowledging.
In this city, I got my floaty bitch. Daily bitch. Go, go. Put that on my phone.
He's so original, man. Just the way he sounds, the way he flows, the way he switches flows. Doesn't sound like anybody else. And bars, commitment to clever wordplay and punchlines and jokes and slick little lines in there as well. Plus that grungy energy, that mosh pit energy.
Yo, what you getting in tonight? Yo, what you trying to spend tonight? Tell me what you plan tonight.
It's kind of got a bit of old Triple X vibe to it. A little bit, isn't it?
Rat traps in the field tonight. It's a real nigga paradise. Put 4 rings up on my fist and now I'm audio.
Running from the red lights like an autopsy, they know my body, yo. Just to kill pain, smoke a propane, no Hank Hill, damn it, Bobby, yo.
Rat traps in the field tonight.
Just a bizarre song, every single part of it. Kind of like, I think that was him singing. So Ski Mask, I not really heard him sing like that. I didn't know he had it in him. Don't get me wrong. Not saying that he's Brent Fires. Not saying that he's Frank Ocean. It's not settling on one thing, this album. It's here, it's there, it's there, it's trying. It is experimental.
My money sent me so don't say you in ballpark. My car be touching jelly, bitch, tell me to push start the arc. Swinging in, climbing up on my Peter Park. Bring the hoes, light them all, like Verizon bars. Kickstand, stick shit, beach, gun cars. Quicksand, lost in the sauce, I see you far.
Don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Seeing snakes around me, oops, Gucci on pants.
Kenny Beats killing this one as well and maintaining that aesthetic to keep that kind of grubby, grimy aesthetic in there. A little Nardwuar reference in there as well.
Who are you? My name is Beyonce. No, I'm just playing. It's Mask The Slump God. That's about it.
Words to measure like the spell from MERLIN'S staff. If they say they had my neck with that attack like a giraffe.
They cool and grimy. Smoking L's out by dragon tails where you fight me. Bitch, I'm Floyd Mayweather, Derek can't deny me. Rest in peace to the beat by Kenny die on time.
All that life that glitter.
Wow.
All in life that glitters, it can taste bitter, no it ain't no gold. All in life that glitters, it can turn bitter, it can turn bold. So I proceed to say so.
Massive switch up there, and again, just 2 minutes long. So to me, I just end up admiring the idea to switch out styles, to do like an acoustic song. And again, reminiscent of Triple X. Not the same quality, and maybe on this one a little bit cleaner production would have been to its benefit, but as just a 2-minute smattering of ideas. I mean, this is literally called The Mixtape, and it really captures that energy for me, almost like a demos, like a B-sides rarities demos type thing. I really appreciate what he's trying to do here, rather than going to the next level in inverted commas, cleaning everything up, getting in massive features or working with pop artists. Hey, it might affect his numbers short term, but at the same time, I think in terms of reconnecting with the fan base that can sustain you for an entire career, for years and years and years, the people who believe in you, the people who fuck with you forever, this is a far better move because it feels like it's way more him.
Energy for days, you little bastard. Like I popped the beam, but bitch, I'm not Mr. Bombastic. Ass easily, I might need a napkin. Problematic, be subtracted, turn them to a fraction.
He's too old, bye-bye green like pesto, or like Gecko.
Dog them don't, bulldogs on them, bitch, I'm bad to the bone. Hide my money with the mattress.
This album, this mixtape, whatever you want to call it, it feels like Ski Mask The Slump God kind of like reconnecting or rebranding himself almost as an indie artist once again. Do you know what I mean? It felt like he was going to go, because of the numbers, because of the popularity and everything, that he was just like destined to go to that next step and do the type of record that I spoke about. And that might have been brilliant. But I think here, he's gone, no. I want to make this type of music. And maybe the next thing, maybe he could work with some really interesting underground producers. Maybe in a slightly different lane. He's got such talent, such unique flow. Be interested to hear what that sounds like on like an Alchemist type beat. Might be a disaster. But wouldn't it be interesting to try it, to hear what it sounds like? Okay, full grunge now, okay. It's like Soundgarden, Alice in Chains.
One within the middle of self. Anyone else? Always alone. I'm Tom cause he was stealth. Malcolm in the middle of emotions and health. Been in one star on fuck with the Yelps. I know.
Who sounds like that?
Pyro. I can build like a chalice or overheat silo. It's the damage inflicted but continue all I know. So we plunge. Ready City feet 5-0 on the run. PTSD from the 5-0 trying to lie.
That flow really is absolutely incredible. It really is. There's no wonder nobody else has ripped it off or bit it, because I don't think they could do it, to be honest. Yeah, I think that was just like a really exciting, energetic, effervescent, kinetic, just smattering, scattershot bunch of ideas, like a reconnection of the essence of who he wants to be as a musician. Like he needed to get this out of his system. With no idea what I'd score it to listen to it again, but I'm not scoring a reaction, so it doesn't matter. Uncut's on the Patreon, guys. Appreciate you watching. I'll catch you all very soon, alright?